Shap 1, Shap 2, Shap 3, Shap 4, Shap 5, Shap 6.
Shap 7.
Hey everybody, I'm Cole Paulson.
And I'm Lily Rosson.
And welcome back to Deep Space Wine, a podcast that attempts to recap and decode every episode of Deep Space Nine, the forgotten stepchild of the Star Trek universe. Each episode we will share a bottle of wine, wind down, and then wind ourselves up again with our strong opinions about DS9. Because in our social experience, there is nothing people love more than when someone talks at length about Star Trek or wine.
Or chula. The chula of it all.
Allama-wrong, motherfuckers. I think this might be the most important episode of our podcast yet.
Wow, explain.
It's all about the first formal introduction to a Gamma Quadrant species.
Sure.
And Sisko says that First Contact is Starfleet's most important mission.
Mm-hmm.
And so by extension, this might be Star Trek's most important episode.
That's a huge claim to make.
I think this episode is grossly misunderestimated.
Look, I'm with you there. For once, I actually did a little bit of reading about the episode.
Oh, fantastic.
Which I hope doesn't throw a spanner in the works of our dynamic of me knowing nothing and you enlightening me. I did see that this episode gets a lot of hate. And I don't know, is it that much sillier than any other Deep Space Nine episode that's silly?
No, look, I think I found this episode charming.
Yeah.
And there are episodes of this show that infuriate me, that make no sense. Mm-hmm. And this is not one of them. This is perhaps a little small.
Yeah, I think maybe they've had an ambitious idea and then, well, from what I've read, the budget kind of cut out midway through the season. And that explains a lot of the, whatever's going on with the set.
Yeah, this was actually meant to be like the mid-season big budget extravaganza.
Yeah.
This is the most expensive episode since the pilot, but they're still broke.
Yeah. And you can tell.
But look, I thought this was a celebration of the thrills of cross-cultural encounter. The thrills and surprises of what happens when you meet a new race. Didn't it bring you back to your first trip abroad, maybe back in high school? You weren't sure if you were ordering the right cup of cappuccino.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe the first time you go to France and French people are just laughing at you for existing. Sure.
The Wadi are just a bunch of mean French people.
Really, they are.
Well, I was trying to get in the spirit of celebrating other cultures.
Sure.
And so I did bring along some gifts from the Wadi.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
I brought some klon pig sticks. Now,
oh my God, gimme.
They may look like mere earth chopsticks.
No.
But don't be fooled. These are precious Wadi klon pig sticks. You can beat them together. Now, as the Wadi say, klon pig sticks have many different uses.
Yeah, highly sought after in their culture.
Highly sought after.
Yeah.
I do not know what any of those uses are because they don't specify, but I want to encourage us, whenever we feel the spirit, whenever we feel compelled to whack these sticks together, I want us to do so.
I'm compelled.
Compelled?
Immediately. I feel like, look, we'll see, but I feel like they mainly use them to be cunty.
Oh my gosh, can we use that word?
Sorry. I'm Australian, I'm allowed.
This is a cross-cultural moment of awkwardness because my people are uncomfortable with that word, Lily.
And my people love it. It's a term of endearment.
It really is. Good, so we got our klon pig sticks. I mean, I tried to look under the skin of this episode a bit. I thought there were some compelling arguments about employing gaming and play in the arena of diplomacy.
Okay.
To really peel back the layers, I tried to do a bit of a dive into the literature.
Great.
And there is a growing body of academia around sports diplomacy and the use of gameplay in the field of diplomacy, dating back to the ancient Olympics.
Okay.
Up till ping pong politics today. Did you know how China and the US played ping pong in the 70s?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen Forrest Gump.
I found another counter-argument in an article called Symbolic Insult in Diplomacy.
Oh.
Arguing how one side or the other might intentionally insult to gain an upper hand.
Sure.
And maybe the Wadi are deep in some stratagems about gaining the upper hand before getting into real discussions.
Okay.
But then I realized that this is all nonsense.
And I think, do we ever hear from the Wadi again?
They literally just fly off. They just fly off at the end of this episode.
They're off to Atlantic City.
Yeah. Oh my God. And they're still there to this day.
Yeah, they love it. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So sports, is that what we're going to talk about in this episode?
No.
All right. Things that I want to talk about.
I'm ready.
Did you know that this episode was nominated for an Emmy in hairstyling achievements?
Yes.
So I will be talking about that.
It was nominated for an Emmy in hairstyling?
It was. Because I saw it was nominated for an Emmy. I was like, no, it was not.
We're going to have to discuss every notable hairstyle.
Yeah, bitch.
I'm really happy for them, I think.
I'm happy for them.
Was it a slow year in hairstyling, or was this an exemplar?
Wow. Wow, girl. And you're supposed to love this show. Look, so I did a bit of reading, and it seems like most of the people who wrote this and directed it are fully standing behind it as a good episode.
Really?
Yeah, so Avery Brooks hated it.
Right.
Armin Shimmerman loved it.
Really?
Yes. And I can see why. He gets a lot to do.
He gets the best moments.
He does.
Yeah, he's a dramatic character in this.
And I think he also says it's the first time you get to see Kwat really display some real emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is debatable, but...
If this episode is to be taken seriously at all, it's the Quark scenes.
Yeah. Let's not go that far, but let's. So the other thing I was reading about is a lot of the people who wrote like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Now I do.
Many different uses.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of them talk about Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, I mean, I thought Alice in Wonderland, but I also thought Labyrinth.
Yeah.
That's the one I went to the most.
Totally. The cocktail scene is very Labyrinth.
Exactly.
Yeah, expect to see David Bowie just pop out.
Right? As a crazy wizard with a good wig?
Totally.
I was stuck on the Labyrinth because I think aesthetically that was probably their most recent antecedent.
Yeah.
But then I think they were just trying to look like the Labyrinth on a very small budget.
Well, I was reading about the set design, and I think they had really grand plans for it. Like, it was supposed to be a village with sort of all these internal wards. The architecture was supposed to be like Gaudi.
Oh.
But I watched it and I am not seeing Gaudi.
I saw no Gaudi. So maybe god awful.
But these guys talked about Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, so I had to think about that. And there's a bit to it. You know, there's like the surrealism, the attempts to get home, sort of these side quests that she has to participate in.
And doesn't Alice run into a lot of cunty characters?
She does. All major C words. And also the theme of food and drink in Alice in Wonderland. That's quite a big thing.
Do we drink the potion or not?
The drink me bottles, the cakes, the mushrooms, and they have magical qualities and things like that. But I sort of couldn't really get further than that.
I think, look, we can dive down the rabbit hole, but it might be like a foot deep.
And yet, this is not what I want to dive down the rabbit hole with.
Great.
So I want to talk about Homer's The Odyssey.
Ooh.
The ancient Greek epic poem.
Getting back home, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. God, I love this.
All right. So the main themes of the Odyssey, I don't know if people are familiar. I read parts of it at university.
I love the Odyssey. I studied it at uni.
Did you? Great. Yeah. I semi-studied it. Let's be honest. I think I need to put my klon pigs down.
Sure.
Just for a moment. I'm getting distracted.
Too clap happy with those klon pigs.
So the theme of homecoming. The longing for home, which in the ancient Greek epic poems is known as nostos, this longing for home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The theme of
Nostalgia.
Wandering. Yeah, exactly. The theme of wandering and the theme of a journey, a series of tests.
Oof. So the hopscotch girl is like Cyclops.
Totally. Sure. There's the trope of being tricked by drugged food and wine, but there's a spin on that because it sort of actually helps. But, you know, it is a theme.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember when Odysseus consumes food and wine.
So it's Circe.
She's a sorceress.
Yeah. Odysseus's crew are tricked by Circe into consuming her food and they're turned into swine.
Swine.
Yeah. There's a series of events that are sort of all at the whim of the gods. In a way, it's all a game to the gods.
Oof. Yes. Aren't they even sort of placing bets? Are they having a chat up in...
I think so, yeah.
Up in Olympus? Like,
Yeah.
Odysseus will be fine. Or like, can I go help Odysseus?
And then some of them intervene. Athena steps in to help Odysseus.
Wadi is the Greek pantheon.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like they're a pawn in a chess game or a piece on the board or perhaps a little figurine being thrown into different shaps. But I thought, you know, we could work out who's Odysseus.
It's not Quark, no. Gosh, who is Quark in this piece?
I don't know. It's not a perfect metaphor.
I'm ready.
All right, so yeah, that's kind of where I went.
All right.
Move along, Homer. Am I right?
You're right. Should we move along to some wine?
Yes, please.
Actually, today I went to a bunch of the independent wine shops that I like to frequent, and I was really hoping there would be something called like Child's Play or Move Along Home. Do you have any chula? But yeah, strangely enough, I didn't find that, but I did find something that I thought could be all right.
I have full faith in you.
Okay, so tonight we're drinking a 2022 Big Valley Bianco by a producer called Local Weirdos.
What did you just call the wadi?
Who are the local weirdos?
To discuss, who are the local weirdos on Deep Space Nine?
I think I maybe need to let everyone know we did a little bit of pre-gaming. We had a couple of limoncello spritzers.
Our neighbors think that we're the local weirdos.
Definitely. So the last episode, we were in the Loire Valley, and I actually have a correction for the last episode where I referred to Joe Landron as a woman.
Which is fair. I mean, J.O.
Sure. But Joe Landron is very much a man, and he has a beautiful bushy moustache, as I found out when I looked at their Instagram.
Little image search.
So yes, last episode, we're in the Loire Valley, and I've taken us back to the Swan Valley in WA.
Back home. Back to some local weirdos.
That's it. So this is part of me trying to prove to Cole and myself that Swan Valley wines can be really delicious. And I did a bit of research, and apparently Swan Valley Chenin is quite highly regarded in the world. Yeah.
World-renowned Shannon.
Sure.
All right,
Maybe
Swan
that's
Valley.
overstating it, but I think it has a pretty good reputation. So yeah, this is a textural wine, and it's made up of Chenin Blanc and Semillon, and also a bit of skin contact Semillon to sort of make it a bit interesting. And this is from the producers. Fun and light textural white with some intense salinity and citrus. Think delicious margaritas with a pinch more bitter orange, aromatic lift, and phenolic grip.
What's phenolic grip?
Yeah, I thought you might ask.
You were ready for me this time.
And I thought I knew, and then I did a bit of research. So phenols and polyphenols are like a compound.
Okay.
But basically when you use it in regards to wine, it can be interchangeable with tannin.
Okay.
So you know what tannin is? I think we talked about it before.
Oh, shoot, don't quiz me on what
No.
it is.
I'll just tell you. So it's basically that grippy feeling left on your tongue when you drink wine, and it also has an astringency and a drying sensation. But this is from the like skins of the wine. So a lot of red wines, you might get that strong tannin, but it's basically less of a flavor and more of a feeling.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, so it can feel velvety, dusty, supple, or ripe. But when the tannins are really prominent, they can be described as chewy, rustic, or gripping.
Chewy, rustic, or gripping.
But, okay, so for example, think about like a Pinot Noir. There's tannins, but they're very light, maybe almost velvety or supple.
Okay.
Supple tannins.
Okay.
It's not hitting you in the face. It's not drying your mouth. It's not giving you that feeling of like overbrewed tea.
Yeah, and I definitely know that in wine. Yep.
Yeah, but something like, well, apparently this wine, which is phenolic grip, you're going to feel it in your mouth.
Yep.
And I think phenolic, they prefer to use that with white wines as a descriptor rather than tannic.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I associate tannins with red. Okay.
Yeah, but it is technically in both, but stronger in red because white wines, a lot of the time they use the juice and not the whole grape. Whereas with reds, they use the skins.
Sure.
Yeah. Phenolic grip. All right. Anyway, to continue on, I was ready.
Yeah, good work.
This is the perfect wine to be imbibed ice cold in your favorite summer park, poolside balcony, boat situation, or paired with a podcast about Deep Space Nine.
Is that what it says on the back of the label?
It does, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Looking out for us.
All right, should we pour the wine?
Oh, please. It's a hot summer night, isn't it? Yeah.
It is balmy. Yeah, you can see that skin contact.
Whoa.
Semillon.
It's pretty cloudy.
It is, yeah. I think that would be the skin contact on the Semillon that's in there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Allama-wrong!
Move along home. Did it with the klon peeg.
Wow. My first thought was cider.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of skin contact has a bit of that yeasty flavour.
I suddenly feel like I'm out in a meadow on a summer's day.
Instead of in my sweaty home on my sweaty couch.
You mean our podcast studio?
Sure, that too.
All right, are we ready to roll the dice?
Let's do it.
Let's dive into it. Move along home.
Allama-wrong.
This episode starts strong. I mean, there's so much to discuss in this first scene.
Absolutely.
We've got Sisko checking himself out in the mirror in his dress uniform, feeling himself. No doubt rehearsing that diplomacy speech that we know he rehearses in the mirror from time to time in his free time.
Absolutely. And he was robbed with Tosk.
He never got the chance with Tosk, and he's ready for his first contact speech. Do you have any thoughts on the dress uniform, Ms. Fashion Guru?
Look, do I love it? No. Do I appreciate the gold trim? Yes.
I think it makes it pop. That little gold line along the top.
Yeah. What about the length, though? It is a bit odd.
Well, Sisko agrees with you. He feels like it's a little baggy.
Baggy, yeah.
But it turns out you and Jake have more in common than you care to admit, Lily, because he too has been keeping an eye on the fashions on the station.
His fashion watch.
He assures Dad that baggy is in vogue in Beijing right now.
So then what's with the skin-tight onesie, Jake? How are you going to catch a Bajoran woman with that?
Poor Jake.
He does like this funny little maneuver where he's gotten himself a little lemonade and then he sort of like rolls over the couch like a bit of a Casanova.
He's bragging to his dad about how he knows Bajoran women as he orders himself a lemonade with a straw. Pops his legs up on the couch.
That is 14-year-old boys.
He is a man now. And this formidable display of virility convinces Sisko that he urgently needs to educate Jake on the birds and the bees. But don't worry, Jake assures him. Nog's already brought him up to speed. And Sisko has a minor freakout. With that Ferengi boy? And all right, I mean, is Sisko racist, or has he just had a conversation with any Ferengi man about women?
Yeah, it's really problematic. You know what? Jake's about to learn that sexy times is way less about earlobes.
Nog's like, Jake, ask them to stroke your earlobes. Jake's like, I've tried.
I mean, like, is it a part of sexy times? Sure. Is it the main part? No.
I think the smaller your ears, the less of an event it is.
Great.
Well, Sisko insists on doing damage control first thing tomorrow, after the big gala to welcome this delegation from the Gamma Quadrant race they've just made contact with, the Wadi.
Sorry, holding a wine glass and kind of sparkling wine.
Lily reaching for her clown pigs.
Do not clon pig one-handed, or is that the real skill?
Let's see. Let's watch how the Wadi use these pigs.
Yeah, get some tips.
I like that Sisko's a bit of a first contact nerd. Like, he's real excited about this diplomacy stuff.
And sort of surprisingly.
I reckon he's stuck on this backwater outpost, hanging out with, like, Bajorans.
Sure.
And he wants to feel like his job is important, and also introducing your species to another. That's going to inflate your ego a little bit.
Now look, anyone that's part of Starfleet has got to be a bit of a Starfleet nerd.
Yeah, I did see a take online that this episode is just taking the piss out of Starfleet nerds who, like, are kind of up themselves about first contact.
Totally. It is kind of classic Deep Space Nine, where this would be a totally different episode on board.
Yeah, on the Enterprise.
But this is Deep Space Nine for you.
It's taking the piss out of Starfleet nerds.
Yeah.
Ugh, move along home. It's misunderestimated. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Yeah, so he waxes enthusiastic about first contact. He makes this weird comparison of the delicacy of first contact to a first date with a girl, which just prompts an eye roll from Jake.
And I'm with him on that.
It's a little ick.
It's
like,
gross.
oh, Dad. And then he tugs on his little baggy dress uniform and gets on his way.
I take it back. I think he looks good.
That little, what do we call the hem across the top with the gold sequins? It kind of looks like your grandma made it with her sewing machine.
Lovingly.
Lovingly.
Made. Yeah.
Lovingly sewn.
Nah, I like it. I like a bit of bling.
Yeah, we all do. So then down at the docking bay, the senior officers gather to welcome the Wadi delegation. Bashir is looking like a schlub because he can't seem to find his dress uniform and he's in a panic about it. Dax and Kira reassure him that it doesn't matter. But then Sisko shows up and they were totally wrong. It does matter. It's a big deal.
And he gets such a trimming down from Sisko about it.
Yeah, Sisko says, I want things to go right from this moment. Is that clear?
And Julian, he really is just a sad little boy who's been told off by Daddy.
This is the 4th episode in a row where they spend time in the teaser just relentlessly mocking this insufferable fool, Bashir. They really want us to know how useless he is.
I had some whiplash. I watched an episode from season 4 recently, and I had some whiplash. His character is quite different.
Well, they heard the audience. They're like, we get it, Bashir sucks. Like, and what else?
No, I love it. I don't ever want it to go.
Question for you. In this little arrangement where Bashir's panicking about being underdressed, Dax tells him he's fine, and Sisko's like, you've ruined everything. Which one are you, usually?
He's ruined everything.
And I'm the Bashir in this piece.
No, but where is his dress uniform? Come on.
But like,
where did he put it? Where was he wearing it?
Did the Wadi care about a line of gold along the top?
Well, let's see what they're wearing and see if they actually do care.
Oh, let us see what they're wearing. Enter the Wadi, everyone. We need to talk about the Wadi.
Yes. All right, Wadi fashion, yay or nay?
Nay.
Oh, what?
1,000,000 times nay.
All right, so in theory, I love it.
In theory.
But in practice, not so much. But let me paint you a picture.
Hit me.
Dear listeners.
It's an ugly picture.
All right, forehead tattoos.
Purple scrawl across their forehead.
Yeah, but bold, you know.
Do you think it's tattoos or it's like skin?
Oh, I think it's tattoo.
Okay.
From how elaborate the rest of the costume is.
It's just like their names tattooed on their face. Like, we were too busy playing games. We forgot our names.
Look, I don't know what it is, but it definitely doesn't work.
No.
So the Wadi, what's he called? The leader of the
Fallow
Wadi.
is the head of the Wadi.
He's got some elaborate facial hair.
Yeah, I described it as reject store brand Lord of the Ring elf. Like, not pretty enough to hang out with Galadriel.
Yeah. So on that note, they all have a beehive bouffant. Yeah. And let's just say that's Emmy Award winning. So you take that back.
Well, all the men are reject elves, and all the women have like these ginger updos.
Yeah.
Right?
Have they been watching too much Voyager? I don't know. In terms of the clothing, there's a lot of shiny materials and velvet. And I wrote a little bit like a Lilith Fair in space.
All I see in their outfits is, again, it's like you told your grandma, I want to dress up like a space alien. And she found all the shiniest fabrics at Hobby Lobby. Spotlight. Yeah.
Spotlight.
And just stitched them together. To me, Fallow looks like every IT guy who plays Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh, yeah.
And I feel like it's intentional. He's like a douchey D&D player.
Yeah, he's the dungeon master.
Yeah. Which is sort of like biting the hand that feeds you. If the villain is a nerd...
I love it when the villain's a nerd.
It's like they're having a go at Star Trek fans.
Yeah, but I feel like it's a different fandom. I feel like, yes, in the Venn diagram of these things, there are people that like Star Trek and Dungeons and Dragons.
Like, these are the Star Trek fans.
I feel like they're very different things.
Maybe, yeah. I feel like these are the Star Trek fans, these Wadi, who make model kits of the starships.
Sure.
Yeah, and we love them.
My boyfriend does that.
And he's bald, so he can't have elf hair. Sorry.
Wow, way to turn this into a roast.
So our guys introduce themselves, and I think this is actually my favorite line in the episode, maybe my favorite line delivery in the whole franchise. Fallow says, yes, 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 now where are the games? And the dude just wants to play some games.
Oh, poor Sisko, robbed again.
Oh, he's so baffled. So he shrugs and leads these guys to Quarks.
Look, he knows, we know this is going to be a dumb episode.
Sisko's pain is Avery Brooks's pain is our pain.
Poor old Avery Brooks. Apparently he really hated this episode.
Of all the actors, Avery Brooks would hate this episode the most.
He still gives it his all, you know? I'm Team Avery Brooks now, so.
Listeners, I just want you to know that this podcast has changed lives. Lily is now an Avery Brooks fan. All right, so are you teased? Because that is the teaser.
I'm so teased. I'm on the edge of my seat.
You better be. Down in Quarks, the Wadi are clamoring to play some Dabo. Quark's, of course, thrilled. He's ready to get that wheel spinning as long as possible.
Sure.
But he says, hey, so you got to ante up. What do you got to wager? And then we're presented sort of like 3 gifts of the Magi options.
Great reference.
So wager option 1, klon pigs, which are just sticks, as Quark points out, but they have many different uses.
Yeah. What does he mean by that?
What are some other uses of these? You could eat lo mein with them. Quark, like me, is underwhelmed with the klon pigs.
He's never had them touching his ears, though. That feels weird.
He did dismiss them pretty quickly. Maybe we need to give these bad boys a chance.
Look, he's letting them or nothing, really, isn't he? Like, there's no monetary purpose to this. It's in the eye of the beholder, the ear of the beholder.
They're quite satisfying, though. I think I'm starting to understand what the Wadi see in them.
Emphasis,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, option 2. Oh, excuse me. I also wanted to point out that I think if this episode was going to get an Emmy, it should have been for the extras' acting skills.
Yeah.
The extras bring it in this episode.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, this waddy woman who presents the klon pigs. Give me a female name, Lily.
Rowena.
Rowena. Let's call her Rowena. So Rowena, the way she presents these sticks, it's just like Vanna White energy.
Yes.
Behind this door. And then option 2, we've got give me another woman's name.
Lilania.
Lilania presents some alpha current nectar, which Quark takes a swig of and finds revolting.
What about the receptacle? So it's the receptacle that the alpha current nectar is in?
Oh, I missed the bottle.
All right, so it's like a little olive oil dispenser, but also looks a bit like a hip flask. And then that made me remember there was like this weird period in my life, maybe it must have been my like early 20s or like when you turn 18 or something, where everyone just bought each other hip flasks.
That was not a phase in my life.
It's not universal.
I was too busy making a USS Voyager model with my father.
And this is why I picked the wine. I was 18 with a weird engraved hip flask.
And you're saying you had a flask that looked like this olive oil.
It just reminded me of my youth.
Tender salad days.
Oh my god, those extras are acting this shit out of it.
No, Liliana and Rowena do some heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So option 1, klon pigs. Option 2, alpha current nectar in an olive oil flask.
Yeah.
Option 3, Fallow brings out a pile of colored rocks that you buy in the 25-cent bin at a crystal shop.
No, I think they picked it up at the Lilith Fair.
Yeah. Quark is enamored with these useless colored rocks.
Sorry, I just put a klon pig in my mouth because I need to hold my glass of wine, but I also need to snap my klon pig. And it gives it a weird resonance. Hang on, listen again.
Wait, I need to take a photo. This one's for the gram.
Yeah. Ow.
The listener will be reminded that we had 2 limoncello spritzes before the recording even began. We are finding more and more uses for these klon pigs. Many different uses.
Anyway, the gems.
Man, those gems look cheap.
Yeah, they are terrible.
No Emmy nomination for those gems, but
No.
Quark's on board.
Yeah.
So, Dabo.
I mean, how does Dabo work also?
I'm so glad you asked. Chase Masterson, who plays Lita, everyone's favorite Dabo girl.
Yes.
That woman has spent hours and hours and hours of her life at the Dabo wheel. She will tell you there are absolutely no rules.
Yeah.
And she's actually quite disappointed in it. She says it's a missed opportunity.
I think so.
Like, think about you're on like a Star Trek cruise. You want to play some Dabo. You know, we've all been there. I think Chase Masterson has been on a lot of Star Trek cruises, and she's had to turn down so many people who want to play Dabo with her.
Yeah. And it's all there. But maybe for continuity, they didn't want to.
6 hours later, poor Sisko is just losing his mind with boredom. Like, how many times do you even see Sisko in Quarks?
Rarely.
He
And
got
do you know
dragged
what?
here.
Do you think he's like a little bit buzzed in this scene?
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's been sitting at the bar, drinking Local Weirdo.
Yeah.
Well, the Wadi are just winning hand over fist at Dabo.
Piles of latinum.
Latinum,
Jumbled
much to
around.
Quark's chagrin.
Yeah.
Quark tries to stop, saying, like, the Dabo girl's tired. And then Dabo girl, another extra, just brings it.
Oh my gosh. That is some resting bitch face that I can only aspire to.
I want to tip her. She deserves a bonus from Quark for
It's
this
great.
work. Yeah.
And that outfit, ooh, it's kind of like an ice skating uniform.
She looks like a Russian figure skater.
She does.
So Dabo girl checks out, and then Quark's grunt Broik steps in. Maybe he's going to be trying to fix things for the house.
And he's got a nice murky chartreuse sparkly outfit. Is it the uniform or is it, I feel like it's Broik's own fashions?
The Ferengi do appreciate some, what do you call it, clashing?
Power clashing.
Power clashing.
Yeah, here he is.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice Broik's chartreuse the
kind of
first time
leopard
around.
print too.
There's some chartreuse leopard print under
I bet
there.
That is itchy.
He's not very good at blending in when he's trying to rig the Dabo table.
Broik.
So Sisko gives up on diplomacy, turns in for the night, leaves it to Quark. He gets back to his quarters to find Jake still awake. Jake says, Nog and I are setting up a reactive ion impeller for school. But man, Sisko is cranky, and things escalate very quickly.
Like, it's clearly not about Jake sitting up late. There's other things going on.
I guess maybe just a few hours spent in Quarks is going to make you really on edge about your son being 14.
And you were really excited for your first...
His first contact bubble has
First
been
contact,
burst.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's not in a good mood.
No, and he's taking it out on his son.
He says to Jake, Nog stays up late doing things with girls that you aren't ready for yet. Like, whoa, dude. Literally no one mentioned Nog and Umox. But
Yeah.
they're going to talk about this first thing in the morning, young man.
Yeah. In my notes, I was like, actually, the relationship between them is kind of sweet. You can see like an overwrought working single father.
Yeah. And when he tells Jake to go to bed, he uses African-American vernacular. Did you notice that? Just in his inflection. He's not a 24th century captain for a moment. He's a 20th century Black American.
Yeah.
And you can see Avery Brooks, his favorite thing about this whole show was Sisko's relationship to his son. And you can see the like personal tenderness he puts into those lines.
No, I really got that.
Yeah.
I really got that. Ferengi low-carb beans. You want to talk about that?
Wait, who mentions those?
Sorry. He's all shitty because he's like, well, you would be too if you'd been sitting in Quarks eating Ferengi low-carb beans for 6 hours. And I want to know, what do you think they are?
To me, they're maybe flats, black-eyed peas, like
Some kind of
fava
lupin
beans.
or something. Yeah.
Or like a dried-out bean.
Okay. Here's what I think they are.
Ready?
So the Ferengis just like eat insects all the time, right?
Yes.
So I think it's some kind of larvae in the like chrysalis form that's been dried out, and it kind of looks like a bean. And yes, maybe it's seasoned nicely, but it's definitely like a crunchy, dried out.
So Sisko's really pissed off at Ferengi, and he's like, I will not have a Ferengi telling you about Umox.
But snacking on those low-carb beans.
No more low-carb. Gross. The Ferengi love larvae, don't they?
They do. That's what I'm thinking. Like, they're
no,
not
you
even
nailed
beans.
it. They're not beans.
Yeah.
And
There
now we've discussed
low-carb beans.
low-carb
Ferengi low-carb beans.
Oh, back in Quarks, the Wadi do not miss a trick and very quickly catch Broik in his chartreuse grandeur, rigging the Dabo wheel. And let me tell you, hell hath no fury than these D&D elf RPG nerds who have been cheated.
I just want to say quickly that I'm quite fond of D&D. I don't want to alienate our fans.
It's the show that's alienating the D&D fans.
I'm just saying.
They made this choice.
D&D is a valid way to spend your free time.
By the way, the leader of the Wadi, Fallow,
Yes.
recognize him from anything?
Okay, yes, I was hoping you would tell me. He's so familiar.
Well, you'll know from the Dax episode that Lily's watched a lot of Ally McBeal. And he played...
I went to some alley.
Apparently he played Ally McBeal's therapist.
Whoa. And it just keeps on coming.
I know.
Is Ally McBeal going to be the thread that runs through this whole series?
Joel Brooks.
Joel Brooks.
I want to give credit where credit is due.
I think he's amazing.
I think he does a great job because he makes me willing to use the word cunty and be recorded saying it.
But like, he's doing it in a way that he just loves it.
Oh,
He loves
I
every
wanna
second of it.
slug him in the face.
Yeah, but you know when villains are just really enjoying being villains? Like there's a lot of job satisfaction. Like that.
It's what Vantika was trying to do in
Yeah.
possession of Bashir's body last episode, but I was not. It brought me no pleasure.
No.
So Fallow and his crew catch Quark cheating. Quark panics, tries to placate them with all these offers. He says, I'll give you free time in the holosuites.
Do you have sex on your homeworld? It's like, yes. Someone says it.
I thought that was a completely valid question based on
Yes.
what we know about these Wadi.
I mean, it's pretty sexist. Again, D&D, totally valid way to spend your time.
Now who's going after the D&D nerds?
Sorry.
Well, Fallow says, you like our gemstones. For some reason, that line really gets me. You like our gemstones. You will have the opportunity to earn more, many more, in a new game. An honest game. And Liliana?
No, Lilania.
Thank you. Lilania produces another box, and in a flash, upon opening it, a multi-tiered game is waiting to be played in the bar. It's called Chula.
Chula. And you know what? I actually looked up why they named it.
Oh, I was going to quiz you on that.
That's so dumb.
Lily, we have specific roles.
I'm sorry.
I'm the one who over-researches Star Trek episodes.
It's so dumb. Can we just tell everyone? They literally just took the first few letters of Chutes and Ladders. Chula.
And Chula is no more complex than Chutes and Ladders.
Yeah. It kind of looks like Chutes and Ladders.
Yeah. Welcome to this game.
Yeah.
Fallow says you will start out with 4 players at the second shap, which is just an alien word for level.
Yeah.
When I edit this for each new shap, should we have like a...
Shap 2.
Nice. And we cut to Sisko's quarters where Sisko's fast asleep.
Wait, but hang on.
Mm.
Only children enter at the first shap.
Yeah.
Because Quart's like, what about the first chap? And he's like, only children do that. And smug laughter.
And it is hilarious in hindsight, like learning what the second chap is. Like, what the hell is the first chap? I think Paolo has a point to laugh. Like, no, we're not wasting time with the first
You're a grown
chap.
man.
So Benji is asleep in his quarters, and Lily, you were so excited about Dax's quarters. Did you have any thoughts on Sisko's quarters?
Oh my god, I didn't even look.
Did you not notice the like salt and pepper bottles filled with green and orange liquids on his bedside table?
Didn't. Hang on, I'm going back. Oh my god. All right, what has he got?
What 1990s like Bed Bath & Beyond product is on the table?
What are they? Is it incense? Is it seasoning? Is it... I feel like it's something that smells good. And he's got like a little jewelry box.
Yeah, what's in his jewelry box? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's in those cologne vials.
It's cologne, isn't it? I feel like...
Sisko probably wears cologne.
Canon Sisko smells good.
I bet Sisko smells really good.
It's canon.
It is now. He's sleeping on those infamous triangular pillows on the station. Man, you know, the ancient Egyptians slept in like this little metal trough that held their head. And I feel like these triangle pillows might be even less comfortable than those.
The trough, is it like molded to your head?
I don't think so. It's like this U, and you just lean your head in this U. Like, why did they?
No, is it for good posture or something?
Maybe. I haven't read those hieroglyphs. I was not expecting to go down this digression.
Expect follow-up questions, Cole. That's all I can say.
I wasn't even ready to talk about the Egyptians.
Don't introduce your ancient Egyptian pillows if you can't back it up. Some hard science.
Hey kids, listen to our Star Trek podcast. We talk about Egyptian pillows.
I'm so wasted.
We haven't even poured a second glass of wine. Look, I'm going to show you these Egyptian pillows. Here we go. Boom.
Oh, they're cool.
But do you want to sleep on them?
Wait. Oh, God, that looks horrible.
Look at this
Look
dude.
at that mummy. He's having a terrible time.
Hard pass.
All right, yeah.
Hard pass.
All right.
Okay, good. What are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Yes.
I don't really know what other people are watching this for, but...
It's given me a new lease on my favorite TV show, and it's the best gift I've ever given myself.
Sometimes there's not a lot going on, you know?
What did you just say about their hair? There's a lot going on. So, Sisko turns over on his triangle pillowcase and wakes up on the floor of a...
really boring room. A slow pan to reveal a boring grid in 90s beige and pink tones.
I do think it's the best shot in the episode. The shot from above, it pans out, and he's on what looks like a game board. This looks like Parcheesi or like Trivial Pursuit.
Sure, but imagine if the architecture had been Gaudian.
Imagine if this episode had been good.
What? Oh, those lame purple doorways.
Oh my God, don't get me started on these doors.
All right, tell me about it.
So, poor Sisko, he tries hailing ops, he tries ending the program. He's left with no other option but to just start trying to open these doors.
What about the fact that he has his tricorder?
Don't get me started on the tricorder. The two things made me the angriest in this episode.
Okay.
One, the amount of time just spent trying to open doors. It's like the proto-escape room before people figured out how to make escape rooms interesting.
Walk through a door. Oh, that one doesn't open.
And then he's given a tricorder.
Yeah.
All of our officers trapped in this game have tricorders.
Yeah.
And it does them absolutely no good the entire episode.
I'll have you know that he goes to sleep in a slightly V-necked purple silky shirt. Wakes up in full uniform with a tricorder.
Tricorder. Okay, so lots of door opening. One finally opens, and our dude Fallow is there, and he's just cackling deliriously, yelling, move along home!
Chap 2, move along home.
Maniac.
Lots of hand movements and insane laughter, hands in the air.
I'm getting Alice in Wonderland. Maybe a little
Sure.
labyrinth creature.
Yeah.
Did any characters in the Odyssey laugh maniacally and scream about Shap 2?
Maybe not specifically about Chap 2, but I'm sure there was some maniacal laughter.
So Sisko hears Bashir screaming and tracks him down. Turns out Bashir was just wriggling around hoping he could yell himself awake from a bad dream.
Yeah, he's doing some panto.
Have you ever tried to do that? Have you ever decided you were sleeping and you were trying to like scream yourself out of a nightmare?
Never, no.
Yeah, poor guy.
I also thought he was kind of cosplaying being a damsel in distress. Like his arms were like shackled above him and he was like twisting.
It's so true. That is he wants to be the hero, but he's more damsel in distress
he is
over
the
and
ultimate
over
damsel in
again.
distress.
Kira and Dax rush in. Turns out the four of them are all trapped in this mysterious place.
Yeah.
The Starfleet officers immediately start trying to make sense of it. Is this a behavioral test? Are we all rats in a maze? And oh man, Kira, meanwhile, is just losing her shit.
And she's like, I've got a few lines in this episode and I will make them mine.
She's like, I'm sure all you Starfleet explorers find this absolutely fascinating, but I'm a Bajoran administrator, she says proudly. This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because it's like, well, yeah, this is some like Star Trek nerdy shit.
Yeah, all the Starfleet officers are like, ooh, we're ready for this.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
what strange experiment
And
did the
she's like,
aliens
"What?
play?
No.
I'm a freedom fighter, clerk, administrator. I don't do alien mind games. And the hairs on top of her head are just
Vibrating.
They remind me of the hairs on top of a quail.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she's got massive angry quail vibes. Sorry, Nana.
You know, those angry quails. Jedzia, meanwhile, has forgotten all the horror tropes from last episode
Yeah.
because she suggests they split up
I know.
and try to find a way out.
Terrible.
Girl.
Then just another bit where you kick Bashir when he's down. Sisko's like, and if all else fails, just yell again, Doctor, we'll find you.
I love that. There's a little twinkle in Sisko's eye when he says it.
He loves it.
Poor
He's
Bashir.
like, the one good part of this day is that I get to tell Bashir that he is absolutely fucking useless.
So we cut to Odo's office. Jake goes and tells Odo that his dad seems to be missing. And this scene is relevant for one very important thing.
Because their outfits are matching in tone.
Jake, the suave fashionista who knows that baggy is in on Bajor, is wearing like this skin tight, like coffee bean colored, like brown on brown on brown.
It's brown on brown, and then it switches back to Odo, and it's the same tones.
Beige on brown on beige.
And neither of them is in autumn, and
Do you
it's
think
terrible.
they also submitted this for a costume Emmy consideration, but it didn't make the cut?
Don't know why.
Odo says now run along back to school, but he can't because why? Keiko is still back on Earth at the party of the mother effing century.
Party of the century, literally.
Listeners, if you're just tuning in now, let me catch you up to speed. The O'Brien family has been raging on Earth for the last 3 episodes at this lit party for Keiko's mom's 100th birthday.
Like, I need to know what happened at that party. We all need to know.
We all need to know how Keiko's mom is 100 and how this party just has no end in sight.
Is it just a rager? What are they doing? Are they at the onsen? I need to know.
I think it's just sake bombs all day, all night. And then the karaoke's coming out.
Yes.
And O'Brien's swirling back the Guinness, singing some Irish folk
song,
ballads.
Sure. Look, have you been to Japan?
Yes,
They party hard.
exactly. They're having a blast. Well, what's actually happening is that Colm Meaney was shooting a film, and I tried to figure out what was so important. And I'm pretty sure it was this film called The Snapper, which, fun fact, got him nominated for Best Actor at the Golden Globes.
Wow.
Right?
Well spent.
Yeah, I think it was totally worth it. He lost the Golden Globe to Robin Williams for Mrs. Doubtfire,
All right, sure.
which is fair.
Sure.
But well done, Colm.
Who the Arbiter was in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Full
All
circle.
coming
We're
together.
referencing episode 6, Dax. It's all... The 90s are back, everyone.
Yeah.
The 90s are back.
Did we ever leave the 90s? What year is this? All right.
So O'Brien's are having fun. Jake says he's going to go to the airlock and watch the cute Bajoran girls and their baggy pants come in.
Yeah, he and Nog have a plan to just go be creepy and stare at women.
I mean, 14-year-old's going to 14-year-old, you know?
Odo has kind of a good rapport with him. Weirdly, for someone that doesn't like children.
Does he?
Yes. Maybe it's just because their clothes are matching. I feel like they're simpatico.
Someone understands me.
As in, he's not being like...
He's not dismissive.
He's not talking down to him.
He's like, I know why you're going to the airlock. You're going to go check out the girls.
Yeah.
And do you think 14-year-olds into that? Like an adult who's real with them?
Yes, I think that's exactly what happened in that interaction.
Yeah. Jake's just like, oh, I feel seen.
Yeah.
And Odo's
then,
like, I feel
Is that the
seen.
last time they interact? Probably.
Probably for the rest, 100%, the rest of the show.
Rightly so. It wasn't that great. But Odo immediately jumps into action, and it's good.
Yeah, Odo on the hunt. We love, Lily loves.
We love.
It doesn't get me going the way it gets you going. So if O'Brien is absent, that can only mean one thing. We've still got this chap, Primin.
Primin.
Who is this O'Brien-shaped substitute.
Here he is. His
Man.
last episode.
Yeah, he shows up for 2 episodes. I regret giving him so much credit last episode
Wow.
because, man, he's just so useless this time
He is.
around.
I think they're ready to send him off.
Like, is he drunk right now?
Okay, here's what I think.
So Odo comes up to the bridge, and do you want to tell us what happens?
Okay, no, you go, and then I'll give you my hot take.
I mean, Odo comes up first thing, and Primon's like, Constable Odo.
He's doing a bit. He's trying out doing a bit. Oh my god, look how buffanty his hair is in this episode.
Why is he such a douchebag to Odo?
Well, I just feel like he's trying to...
Is he trying to build rapport?
He's trying to build rapport by doing like a little bit of a bit, which is totally misguided.
So...
But yeah, he's in a good mood. And I think the reason he's in a good mood is because he thinks there's just some really good tea.
Yeah.
It's about to be spilled.
He's waiting for the tea because he hasn't thought twice about the fact that none of the senior officers have shown up for duty because he heard that the Wadi party last night in Quarks was going off.
Yeah, he's like, bet there's some stories to take.
Yeah,
Constable
he's thinking
Odo."
like Jedzia and like Fallow and Rowena.
Did some shaps.
They made it to Shep 6 last night, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
They moved along to home base.
Oh. Hang on. You're about to snap, but I'm going to... Yeah.
But Odo's pissed, and he's like, dude, all of our senior staff are missing, you moron. We need to fix this.
Don't call me Constable. I'm Chief of Security.
Aw. Okay, Constable.
Yeah.
So we return to Quarks, where the Wadi have now moved on to whacking each other's klon pig sticks.
It's great. It's kind of like the stage we're at right now. Like, klon pigs are getting cloned all over the shop.
They're just mumbling Wadi nonsense, which is sort of where you and I are at, too.
Totally. This is what's... Oh, and hang on. One's like kind of putting it in her shirt, putting it in a like little dispenser, handing it to other people. Extras are extra.
Extras are extra. The klon pigs are going off, y'all. Fallow badgers Quark into making a wager and taking his first roll without explaining any of the rules. He says you're required to learn as you play. So Quark wisely bets low, and
How about we add some more sound effects?
your pieces will meet the Chandra.
What is the Chandra?
Is that good or is that bad?
Yeah.
Quark says, and Fallow says, both.
Oh, he's so saucy.
He loves messing with people's minds,
He
this
does.
fallow creature. But get your sticks out, Lily, because things are about to get interesting. By the way, crucial line in this episode. Quark says, I don't understand. Fallow says, but there's the key. Some will never understand, while others will consider it mere child's play. Best way to sum up this episode, best way to sum up our podcast.
Yeah.
If you don't get it, you never will.
Yeah,
You know?
it's true. Like, haters gonna hate.
Clown pig's gonna whack.
You know?
So, time to meet the Chandra. Back in the game. I mean, let's talk about some of the most powerful scenes in all Star Trek. We've got Picard turned into a Borg. We've got Spock sacrificing himself to save the Enterprise. And we've got Allama-wrong.
Do we? Do we?
Sisko's wandering around hitting door buttons. He hears a girl chanting.
Speaking of horror tropes, The Shining in your heart.
Oh my gosh.
Creepy child singing.
This is the Shining reference. Yeah. All the officers run up and they're all staring at their stupid tricorders, which they do for half the episode. They open the door and they find creepy Shining girl playing some hopscotch and chanting. Do we need to do the chant? Is that... Give it to me.
Should I do it on pitch?
Yes, please.
Allama-wrong, count to 4. Allama-wrong, then 3 more. Allama-wrong, if you can see. Allama-wrong, you'll come with me.
Allama-wrong. Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was thinking, should we try to start some Allama-wrong challenge on TikTok?
We should. Challenge accepted.
So, all right, they try to walk past this girl and there's some force field blocking their way.
Sure.
But Bashir's like, I know what to do. Check me out. And he does the little hopscotch steps. And right as he's smiling a smug little smile, he gets zapped by the force field. And it's such a Schadenfreude moment. These writers love giving us their Schadenfreude with Bashir. It's like they're giving the audience these little treats.
And he's a damsel in distress. He pretty much swings.
Yeah.
He has to be caught.
The women catch him. And wise old Dax says, Bashir, you didn't do it with the rhyme.
Yeah.
And so she imitates cute little girl and gets past the force field. She's a genius, and she just played some hopscotch and said a rhyme.
It's like the most obvious thing you could do in this scenario, I suppose. It's child's play.
Yeah. This is Shap 2, y'all. Keep that in mind. Like,
True.
what happens on Shap 1?
True. Can we just quickly talk about... Sorry, so they all go through.
So Dax convinces them all to follow her lead, and Sisko, Bashir, and Kira all do it in this beautiful shot, and I was hoping we could critique all of their efforts.
Great, I'm ready. All right, so first... I was ready.
I knew you would be ready for this.
Sisko, he matches pitch with a girl.
And has a gorgeous voice.
It's a lovely tenor.
Is it a tenor?
Yeah, I think it's a tenor.
It's just beautiful, and it makes this whole episode worth it. We won't hear Sisko's singing voice again until season 7.
Yeah, and you know what? Someone should tell Bashir, this is what you do with a garbage episode where you have to do things. You
Show
make it
off.
Work. You make it work.
Yeah, make the episode work for you.
So then Bashir, he's like a third or a fourth below.
I thought he was repossessed by Vantika for a few seconds.
Sure,
He just looks so uncomfortable.
He looks uncomfortable. It's not a good time for him. But then Kira is totally tone deaf.
I'd say Nana does Kira perfectly. And of course, Kira would be painfully tone deaf.
And look, to give some credence to her context, she grew up as a refugee and a freedom fighter. Where was her music lessons and her hopscotch?
I will honestly say the redeeming grace of this episode, this is still a Deep Space Nine episode. And by that I mean the characters are well defined and you have 4 characters playing the stupid game.
Yeah.
Whereas on Next Generation, they had these less defined characters, and Deep Space Nine knows who Kira is. This freedom fighter being forced to play this game, and this insufferably naive show-off doctor playing this game.
Sure.
And it's a little sprinkling on top of a pretty useless episode.
Yeah, and I think they're sort of willing to take the characters places that make them uncomfortable and sort of make fun of them too.
Yeah. I think a lot of criticism of this episode is its placement in the show. Like, of all the things you should be trying to establish in your first season, you have your characters playing a silly game. But I sort of decided it was like a team retreat.
Yeah, like
right?
Trust building exercise.
It's a trust building exercise.
Yeah,
and it actually
totally.
happens over the course of the...
Does.
Yeah. So to me, this is just a really awkward...
Trustful.
Trust fall.
Sure.
Yeah.
Human pyramid.
Yeah, exactly. And I also sort of like when the door finally opens on the other side, Kira beams with excitement. Like she's almost enjoying this a little bit.
Yeah, it's a game.
But
Allama-wrong, third chap.
Allama-wrong. The little girl announces they've made it to the 3rd shap.
Chap 3.
Yes. And darn it if she's not looking just as sort of conniving as Fallow and the other Wadi.
Oh, she's
She's
grown
like,
up with
yes,
this.
suckers.
This is the stuff of life for the Wadi. I mean, what else is there?
By the way, I watched the scene so many times that I noticed that the child actor does it wrong, like all the time. She's doing like the hand motions wrong.
Child actors. Like, was she not given enough Dexies?
That's an Australian amphetamine.
Yeah, absolute garbage that child is.
So, Shab 3, ladies and gentlemen.
I just can't get over the extras. They are doing it.
Look at Rowena. She's jamming herself in between Quark and Fallow, pulling all these grimaces and sneers.
Like, it's really hard to watch what's actually happening with Ally McBeal's therapist.
I can't take my eyes off Rowena. She's my favorite. So it cuts to a commercial break off Quark just gleefully looking at the new gemstones he's earning. And then it's time for him to choose his player's path, the riskier path for more earnings. Oh yeah, and I wrote Vanna White girl serving serious face in the background.
Yeah. Right.
Odo walks in trying to figure out where the missing 4 officers are, and that's when Quark has this horrible moment of realization. And Odo sees these 4 playing pieces in the game.
Oh my god, the little figurines.
Yeah.
Are we going to talk about that?
Oh yeah. Prop watch.
Oh my god. Prop watch.
Prop watch.
Is this episode usable?
It's a mess.
It's amazing. What are you talking about?
Lily, tell me your thoughts on the 4
All
playing
right.
pieces.
So, dear listener, we have 4 figurines. But who is who? All right. So there's like a big red one.
Kira.
Any guesses? That's Kira. So there's a big one that essentially looks like a rectangular Deep Space Nine.
It looks like a robot, like a bad R2-D2.
Do you think so? See, I felt like it was the figurative depiction of Sisko's becoming Deep Space Nine.
Oh.
As in, like, he is becoming the machinery.
How does it look like Deep Space Nine?
Well, it's just like a weird metallic kind of ribbed situation.
It's imposing, metallic, and ribbed.
Yeah.
It's pretty phallic.
They all are. All right, so then we got like a shiny blue with two little forks.
That's Dax.
You think the blue is Dax?
The two blue towers, to me, there's something wise and imperial about it.
No, I agree with you. That was my first thought too.
Okay.
So it's obvious who Red and Machini are.
100%.
Very clear. They're in command.
Oh, we'll find out which one's Bashir.
Yeah.
And you already clocked this. Prop watch.
Drop watch. I feel like actually if there's going to be a song for it, it's more like prop watch.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah, then there's the smooth, smaller blue one, and then also a small purple one that looks like...
It looks like an eggplant.
Sure. Yeah.
It's runty and it's eggplanty, which
Yeah.
Bashir just is an unripened dick. Sorry.
I mean, I wrote that it was a purple butt plug, but anyway, we can take that out.
When I said unripened dick, I meant like metaphorical dick.
I meant a literal butt plug.
So much I'm going to have to cut out. Okay, we'll find out who Bashir is. Listeners, stay tuned.
Yeah. On the edge of your seat.
Where are we? Okay.
It's when we find out that Quark isn't such a bad guy.
Well, you learn that he has a moral compass.
And empathy.
Or is he just afraid of getting in trouble?
I think he understands the gravity of the situation.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not a killer.
He's really not a killer.
I mean, he's in love with Dax, and I think he just doesn't want to be recklessly taking lives.
I actually don't think he actively wants to hurt people ever.
He's willing to cross the line up until hurting other people.
Yeah, agreed.
And that definitely comes through here.
So he picks the safer path. The short path doubles the peril to your 4 players, but then he picks...
Yeah, so
safer.
so Quark starts sweating because he thinks that he's got these officers' lives in his hands. He chooses a safer path. So what does that mean? We're back in the game. They figured out they're in a game. They piece it together that home must be the destination of this game. And a door opens onto a party scene.
Oh.
And all of our favorite Waddy extras are in there drinking and boozing and having a laugh. Poor Kira, though. Man, she has had enough. She says, this has gone too far. So she just grabs a tray of vegetables and flings it on the ground.
Just full on tantrum.
Thinking that like flinging some veggies on the ground is going to stop it. That just makes Rowena and Lilania laugh even. Oh, Lilania is loving this.
What's the word? Derisive?
Derisive laughter.
Derisive.
That is the word. Some smoke starts coming in.
Hang on. Bashir tells Lilania, Madam, this is no laughing matter. And it's like classic Bashir because he's done absolutely nothing, but he's fine telling a woman, just some random woman, stop that.
I mean, the Wadi are being complete dicks.
They are, but classic Bashir ineffectual moment.
Think about it. These guys travel through the wormhole to meet a new species. And I don't know why I said species. And they're just laughing uproariously at these people who are now choking to death because the smoke is filling the party and they can't breathe. I mean, just like you and I watching this episode, they're having a time of their lives.
They are drunk as skunks.
Yeah, they are. They are that. Bashir takes a punt and starts drinking some champagne flute.
And Sisko has told him previously, he said to everyone, don't drink the wine, don't eat any food.
Yeah.
Because he has read the Odyssey.
Tell me more. Because
Lest
seriously,
they be turned to swine.
Sisko does not want to see Bashir turned into a swine. I mean, he's already a swine, isn't he?
swiney enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like really dumb.
It's really dumb. And there is a whole musical number in the Labyrinth. In Labyrinth, it's a party scene. I think it's the same deal. Jennifer Connelly is trying to rescue her brother, but she's pulled into this party scene and she's getting seduced by
David Bowie.
Yeah, it's also sort of similar to when Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz is falling asleep in that poppy field. It's like the allure of drugs, I guess, literally. But, move along home, twist it on its head, because turns out you're supposed to take the drugs.
You're supposed to drink that booze. It's the antidote.
Gulp it up, y'all.
Much like this Local Weirdos Big Valley Bianco. Is it the antidote?
You're the local weirdo.
I've never denied it.
So Shab 3 is just join the party with these shitty waddies.
Sure.
The other officers gulp down some waddy juice and they feel better.
It actually has a similar...
It looks just like Local
Yes.
Weirdo.
Like it's a bit cloudy.
Listener, if you were desperate to know what this Local Weirdo wine looks like, it's this waddy juice.
Yeah.
So they're all breathing again, and then the waddies start clapping in their stupid clapping way.
The backs of their hands, and it's very C-wordy.
It's also how Bajorans clap. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was like a bit of a stand-in for the klon pigs.
I love that you analyzed the applause enough to link it to the clown pigs, and I think you're totally right. They're
Prop
whacking
watch.
Prop watch. But you know what this means? It's time for Chap 4.
Chap 4.
Oh. So, Allama-wrong, mother effers.
Quat, here's won him some gemstones.
Okay, and then it's the second time in a row where they cut to commercial break with Quark just gleefully staring at his gemstones.
Sure.
But did you see how he's literally quivering?
He loves them.
I guess they just had to emphasize the point, but...
Yeah, he loves it. I mean, has he had them... What's it called?
Acid, assess.
Yeah. Has someone come with the little thing on their eye, the little a jewel?
I know the word for that. The thing that jewelers look through to assess the jewel.
Yeah.
Quark definitely should have done that before playing this
Maybe
silly,
he did.
silly game.
Maybe he did.
I think you're giving Quark a lot of credit. Odo is still trying to rescue the officers. He and Primin, remember Primin? They scan the Wadi ship and find an intense, mysterious energy flux aboard.
I've been calling them best frenemy club.
Yeah, they are. And then maybe my other favorite line of the episode, he asks Primin to beam him onto the ship so he can snoop around. And Primin's like, but that's against Starfleet policy. And Odo is like, oh, is that Starfleet policy?
He does like a fake stutter.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not in Starfleet.
Yeah, it's so good. Grade A C-wordy.
This bonds every scene together. So he's like, is it against Starfleet policy to press a few buttons? Beam me on the ship. And so Primin's so freaked out by this bizarre comedy sketch.
And he immediately quits after this.
Yeah, he resigns his post and flees the station because his boss terrifies him. Odo gets on the ship, finds the room with the energy flux, works up the courage to go into this crazy bright energy room, and snap, finds himself back in Quarks. And Fallow, the C-word dude, just smirks knowingly at Odo. Ugh, look at that smug face. Ugh.
He's all shap that.
Odo says, the game stops now. But Fallow says, stop the game, lose your players. It's time for Quark to make another wager. He chooses a safer path again, thankfully, but it's an unfortunate roll. What does it mean? What does it mean?
What is an unfortunate roll in this game?
We're about to find out. Fallow is loving this.
I actually kind of love him.
He's such a smug bastard, but he's having so much fun. Are we rooting?
It makes me have fun.
Are we rooting for Fallow?
Kind of. Now that I'm a few Bianco's deep.
So, yeah, little character moments. Bashir's thrilled that they're making progress because he's a little esteem-sensitive brat. Yeah. Kira, living her life as a freedom fighter, understands what it feels like to move without going anywhere. So she is not feeling great. Yeah. But then, unfortunate roll shows up in the form of some scary lights.
Oh my god, so scary.
The lights loom menacingly at our players. Kira and Sisko and Dax stare them down, ready to meet their fate. But they converge on Bashir looking terrified.
Okay, sorry, I'm going to stop you right there.
Please.
All right, so the scariest next chap is these sparkly orb lights.
Yeah.
What it does is it puts a spotlight on everyone, like one at a time.
Yes.
But the only one who it rests back on is the one who did some flossy moves, and that's Bashir. And that's why he gets picked.
Yeah.
It's like Liza Minnelli in Cabaret.
No, it's like you are the weakest link. You and your Fosse moves. Oh, and Fallow takes one of the playing pieces.
Which one is it?
Removes it from the board and twist, listeners. It is the two-pronged blue one.
Yep. Didn't see it coming. I was with you, though. I thought that was...
Dax.
Yeah,
Yep.
I did.
So that's too bad. Fun behind the scenes fact. It's actually not fun. It makes me sad. With Bashir being effectively like killed off this episode, it gave him time to go film a guest spot on Next Generation. So he shows up for a random season 6 episode of Next Gen. And it was originally going to be Dax who was on that episode, but they wanted her to stick around longer in the Move Along home game.
No.
And Terry Farrell said she cried when they broke the news.
I mean, yeah.
She was going to have like a scene with Data and Geordi looking at some device.
They could have teased the whole Worf romance thing.
That
you
would have been
imagine?
amazing.
But no, Bashir.
Yeah, we got
Classic
Bashir.
failing upwards, Bashir.
Because he was fossying in Chula.
He's doing some fussy neck,
Some
and then there he goes.
So,
Blue figurine has gone down.
Blue figurine is out. Bashir has disappeared from the game, and Sisko gets his Kirk and Khan moment. He just looks up into the sky and yells, "Fallow!"
Oh, great, yeah.
Poor Odo, he's trying to make sense of what just happened. Fallow's just smirking at him. Quark convinces Odo that it is time to take the shortcut, even though it's riskier. He says, "Odo, I've got a knack for these things. Trust the gambler."
Yeah, he's all, you gotta know when to hold him, know when to fold him. Know when to walk away.
Did you have in your notes, start singing Kenny Rogers?
I just wrote, you gotta know when to hold him. And then I also drank some wine. So I gave that. You better count your money. Sorry.
So, Odo and Quark have this heated lovers moment about whether to take the longer, safe option or the riskier option now that they're in fourth shap. Is this fifth shap now? I think we're in fifth shap territory.
Shap 5.
Quark makes Odo blow on his dice before rolling.
This is my favorite part of the whole episode.
Tell me.
Okay, so Quark's been blowing on his own dice, you know, because he's a seasoned gambler. He knows when to hold him and when to fold him. But he convinces Odo, trust me, I'm a gambler. I can do this. I just have to take a risk. And then it's like a scene in a Scorsese movie. It's like, here is the love of my life. My bit on the side, maybe, but also the love of my life.
His moll. Do you know what a moll is? M-O-L-L, like gangster's girlfriend.
Yes. I guess that's what I'm thinking of. But I think to Quark, Odo is like his lucky charm. And he gets Odo to blow on the dice. And it's this beautiful moment between them.
It's a shame that Odo doesn't have a breath, and maybe that's why the role is so terrible.
But he does it. He does it for Quark.
It's like it sort of consummated their love, and
It did.
that single breath.
It is charged.
But what's the role? Thialo.
Diallo.
And what does that mean? Sacrifice one so that two may live. Quark says, I'm not willing to do that. And Fallow says, if you don't select someone to be sacrificed, you lose all your players. So suddenly, Quark is told he has to choose one of the players to sacrifice. And the poor guy loses his mind.
It's like the trolley problem.
It is the trolley problem. Yeah. He gets on his knees and starts begging. He does that little Ferengi begging thing with his wrists clapped together.
Literally grovels is what I wrote.
Yes. And I guess the question is, what's going on for him as he's groveling? Because it is the dramatic apex of the episode.
It is.
And when I watched, it was the only time I felt like anything real was happening.
It had some stakes, didn't it?
They gave Quark this moment of stakes.
So I think this comes back to Quark's character as someone morally ambiguous.
Definitely.
Who's willing to, you know, potentially do deals that maybe have a lead-on effect that harms people, right? So he's willing to steal, like, medicine, or, like, he's willing to...
As long as he's not directly responsible.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think that still perhaps fits with his own moral code. And I don't think the Ferengi are actually known as, like, a murderous kind of people. They're just cutthroat.
Yep, for sure.
businessmen.
Yeah, they're not pirates. They're businessmen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that for Quark, this is a total moral conundrum that he actually doesn't want to be the person to decide who lives and who dies.
There's some pretty good essays online about this episode. I think so many people are trying to figure out why it's hated. But someone argues that, like, it shows Quark to be the true anti-hero because there's nothing less heroic than, like, refusing to make a decision. And so actually, this is Quark just completely turning into a coward in the face of making a choice. But I think he's just terrified of the consequences.
I think he's terrified of the consequences.
Yeah. He doesn't want the guilt.
Yeah, I don't even think it's so selfish. I mean, he is self-motivated, but I think that in the moment, who among us as humans who are stand-ins for Ferengi or Ferengi who are stand-ins for humans, who among us would be happy making the choice of 4 people that you now have to pick 2 people that have to die?
No, it's awful. And Quark is, I was about to say, Quark is human, just like us.
Yes.
Wait.
He is. But I feel it. I feel the emotion.
Yeah.
I can see the Shakespearean actor behind this.
It reminded me of every adaptation of A Christmas Carol when Scrooge is at his own tombstone. Like, please, I can repent.
Yeah.
I can do good. Future Christmas ghost.
Bit of a Michael Caine and the Muppets Christmas Carol moment.
The best adaptation for all time.
I was gonna say,
With regrets to Patrick Stewart.
yeah.
No. It's Muppets Christmas Carol, my friends.
It's great, but the songs do not slap.
What?
All right, we don't have time for this.
We do not have time for this digression, but it's in the singing of a street corner choir. It's true wherever you find love, it feels like Christmas.
Okay, that's a bit of a banger.
Bless us all who gather here kindly. Damn it.
Exactly. I proved my point.
When the old folk it chills you to the bone. And there's nothing as hard than phrases all the years of being alone. This is Ebenezer Scrooge. Here comes Mr. Humbug. Here comes Mr. Cruel. If they gave a prize for being mean, the winner would be him. If he became a flavor, you can bet he would be sour. Even the vegetables don't like him. I'll stop. The Paulson family watches it every December.
Right, fair enough.
To this
Look,
day.
I'm aware it's a beloved piece of content, and I did not grow up with it.
Anyway.
We digress.
The love is gone. The love is gone. That song sucks.
Yes.
Okay, so
Diallo.
Quark is groveling so much. Fallow's just annoyed with him enough that he relents. He says, don't worry, you don't have to sacrifice anyone. ... We'll just program the game to select one at random.
Sure.
Oh, that hurts.
It hurts, but also takes away the choice of having to decide who to kill.
But Quark is still going to be responsible for killing one of the senior officers at the station. So back in the game, the remaining 3 hear Bashir's voice in the distance, calling them, saying he's found the way home. Jadzia opens a door that leads to a field of rocks, and a shadow that looks like Bashir in the distance, beckoning her. But as soon as she walks in, there's an earthquake, and she falls and seriously hurts her leg. It turns out it wasn't the doctor. It's friggin' Fallow. He just steps forward and says, Thialo, move along home.
And Thialo involves a lot of voguing.
Yeah, exactly. I just did it, but this is not a video podcast.
No, one day maybe.
He steps forward out of the shadows and does his vogue and says, Thialo.
Shap 6. Shap 6. All right, I'm done. Move along home. And then 2 thumbs up. Classic.
So Fallow is just luring them into this freaking cave. They all whip out their tricorders as an earthquake is happening. And what do the tricorders tell them? That an earthquake is happening.
Right. So glad those tricorders are there.
They are carrying Dax along, and they come to this giant abyss. I guess it's a very bad matte painting of a deep abyss.
Did you do any reading about this?
I mean, I just watched the Lower Decks episode about caves.
Yes, so good.
I was so glad because I guess caves are the cheapest way to film any sort of planet, which is why, especially in Deep Space Nine, I feel like they are always wandering through some caves. And so even inside this game, they're just wandering around some caves. What did you find?
So like the painted background of the caves?
Yeah, the matte paintings?
Yeah. So apparently this is the first episode that features them.
Okay.
Right? And then for the rest of the series, they'll be featured within the common spaces and the...
Oh, like as pieces of art?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in someone's quarters?
Yeah, so we might find it in Dax's quarters among the brass trinkets.
Ah, I love that fact.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't think it was very good artwork, but
Well, apparently...
everyone's a critic.
Prop watch. We're not the arbiters of these things. They loved it. And they paid a lot of money for it. So it will be used on the set for the rest of the series.
I love that. This episode is a prop watch cornucopia.
It is.
It really is. So they come to this impasse, this giant abyss, and it looks very difficult for them to carry Dax across in her injured state. Mm-hmm. And the 3 of them have this very tiresome argument about leave me behind. No, leave me behind. And they're all trying to be heroes.
Yeah.
Dax is like, leave me. 7 lives is more than enough for a trill.
Well, I think they both say, don't let sentiment get in the way of a command decision.
Right.
They don't say it, but I think that's something that probably Curzon Dax had told Sisko, which is why Sisko and Dax say it to each other.
Yes, definitely some advice from Curzon in there. And Sisko gives Kira an order, go on without us. Sisko's like, oh, look after Dax and go on without us, Kira. And I genuinely thought she would because we're 9 episodes in.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, you don't owe these guys anything.
But no, they have done some human pyramids. That shit is tight.
Exactly. This is the end of the team retreat. Exactly. So they all insist on trying to get around this abyss together. And man, it's a long scene. Just minute on minute on minute. They're just trudging along, gasping and heaving and inching past this abyss.
I have no notes. It was
it's
dull as... And apparently, the creators, like the writers and all the production crew, were like, this is the most exciting scene we've had in the whole of Deep Space Nine.
And this is the worst part of the whole episode.
It's the worst part of the whole episode. This is why Dax isn't in Next Generation.
I am crying with Terry.
We're all
I feel
crying.
so
This is a
sorry for her.
travesty.
Yeah. I guess if it had been Bashir instead of Dax, they would have left him behind and they wouldn't have had this scene.
Totally.
And then the earthquake gets worse, and they all, in slow motion, topple over the edge of the abyss to their doom.
Oh, God.
Or is it? With a flash, all 4 players, not just them, but Bashir too, arrive back at Quark's. Quark's 2 reactions in quick succession. They made it! I won! But Quark doesn't get those gemstones because it turns out all his players were technically lost.
Yeah, when they fell to their death. Come on, Quark.
Yeah, read the room, Quark. It turns out they shouldn't have tried to lug Dax along. Quark would be rich now if they hadn't saved Jedzia. But now Kira's pissed again. And all of them, they all suddenly realized they were pawns in this shitty game. They all realized that they were never in any real danger. Fallow is laughing, saying it's only a game. That's supposed to be like the big
reveal.
It's only a game.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off, Fallow.
I guess, arguably, the stakes could have been that, yes, it's a game, but people can still die in a game.
Totally. Sisko's pissed and starts letting the Wadi have it. But then Odo, for no conceivable reason, interrupts to blame Quark. He says, Commander, I think this is all due to Quark trying to cheat them at...
What do you mean for no reason? This is like a diplomatic nightmare. Sisko's about to make like a huge diplomatic blunder.
He's about ready to like sever ties with this whole species.
Like, for all his talk of first contact, he plays one little game and suddenly he's like, you're a bad guy. You're a bad man.
Do we want to hang out with these douchebags anymore?
But it doesn't matter. It's first contact. You have to...
Okay, so Odo actually saves the day.
Odo totally saves the day. He steps in and he's like, well, actually, it's not this random dickhead's fault. It's the dickhead you know. It's Quark.
Lily, you got me.
Yeah.
I was hot-headed just like Kira and Sisko, and you and Odo saved the day.
Thank you.
And that's why in season 2, the Wadi joined the Federation. Nope.
They don't. We discussed this. They're at Atlantic City still. They didn't even make it to Vegas.
Oh. So it's all Quark's fault. And Fowler just says, perhaps someday a rematch. And then the show ends with the Wadi just flying off.
Yeah.
End of first contact encounter.
Time to move along home.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's the thesis.
Oh. Yep. One more klon pig for this very successful first contact.
Oh, there's like a little cute bit. Quark tries to franchise with this guy.
Yeah, he chases after the Wadi. Like, let's talk...
He's like, it's a pretty good game.
Let's talk franchise options. It's a winner. Yeah. But all right, is it a good game?
No.
In review, the challenges were play hopscotch, join a party, and survive a level 5 earthquake from the top of a cliff.
I mean, shit gets real towards the end. Withstand a spotlight. Sorry. That's my favorite
Oh, yeah. And also, don't do Fosse moves.
Don't you Fosse when you first see a spotlight. Hold it together.
I think the Wadi are just a bunch of assholes. I love the interpretation that the Wadi, when they first met these Starfleet guys, they clocked their self-seriousness and just how seriously they take first contact, and they're just totally taking the piss out of them.
Yeah.
I love that. And the Wadi are like, or you can, you know, you can do some shaps.
Shaps.
Everybody take some shaps.
I'm a millennial.
Someone I saw called this Calvin ball.
I don't know what that is.
It's Calvin and Hobbes' favorite game, and they make the rules up as they go. And it's
Great.
just like, are there any rules to this game, guys? It's just utter chaos, but the goal is to humiliate.
So I was wondering if there is a rematch, is it all new scenarios or is it some Allama-wrong, whatever? Is that just total nonsense and could be anything? They love this game so much. They've got all their bespoke klon peegs. Surely the tests are different.
I bet like game to game, you carry on in your box, maybe different challenges.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got to be. Look, the Dungeon Master comes up with something new.
The
It's
Dungeon
like
Master
request.
preps the game by coming up with different challenges.
But it's the same world.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The thrilling world of purple doors and triangle tiles and girls playing
I
hopscotch.
would love to have seen it if they had a budget, you know?
But you know what? Hear me out.
That's not what this show is about.
Discovery and Strange New Worlds have budget.
Yeah.
But do they always have the heart that DS9 does?
Well, no, and look, I do think modern sci-fi shows, they're not doing what I want in a sci-fi show. I want really dumb monster of the week. I want this. This is what I want. I don't want a story arc continuing with like really high stakes through each episode.
You want Michael Burnham to sometimes have to play hopscotch, but instead she is sobbing because she couldn't save the universe that week.
Totally, and I just don't care.
Yeah, with 90s Star Trek, they know how to let you breathe sometimes.
Yeah.
Like even at the peak of the Dominion War, they're playing baseball.
Totally.
And I love it for
As
that.
you should.
Yeah.
I mean, this is wartime, folks. Like, you've got to be
Absolutely.
in the holodeck.
Yeah.
Not just for sex.
Yeah, Rom.
Confirmed.
Which just reminds me that I think the next episode opens with someone playing every sex program in the holosuite, which raises a valid point. Is Move Along Home anywhere close to the worst episode of the show?
I really don't think it is.
Is it incredibly uncomplex and pointless?
Just silly and low stakes, and yes, possibly some of the worst costumes.
But amazing hair.
Yeah, apparently. Like maybe the Waddy women.
They had great hair.
They did have great
And
hair.
don't forget Kira's quail head.
True.
I think that might have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have sealed the deal.
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Fashion watch.
With a special focus on coiffeurs this episode.
All right, tell me your pick.
I'm going to give the grand prize to Broik's chartreuse jacket and the overworked Dabo girl's Russian figure skating outfit. Right?
Yeah. It's no competition. Absolutely no competition. It's Broik. Broik forever.
I love his leopard print lime green.
Yeah, and the resting bitch face. Dabo girl with her Russian ice
To
skating.
Broik and RBF Dabo girl.
Yeah.
You win this week.
Thank you. There's a part of me that wants to award that Emmy to the Waddy, but it's just terrible.
So apparently, for the rest of the season, whenever things just weren't going right, when they were just trying their best to make something work and it just wasn't working, someone would just say, Allama-wrong,
Yeah.
and everyone just knew exactly what they were talking about.
And we do. And that makes me think that the creators did know how garbage this was.
Yeah.
What about Prop Watch?
Prop watch? Yeah, all right, favorite props.
Is it Sisko's quarters?
No, because I don't want to live there. I want to drink Alpha Current from that olive oil flask.
Me too.
I think that's the winner.
I'm glad you said that. So Klon Pigs, no.
We never really learned any of their multiple uses. We could only speculate.
I think we found some.
We did find some. All right, friends. I think we need to spare you all from any more.
Wait, the Odyssey. Do you have
Oh,
any
yes. Oh, my
thoughts?
God.
Sorry. All right, I have a theory.
Hit me.
Sisko is Odysseus
Agreed.
trying to get home.
Yep.
Obviously, he has his crew with him. His wife, Penelope, waits at home.
Jake. Jake is Penny.
Jake is Penny.
Aw.
The suitors, the Bajoran women. Or Nog.
Nog and the Bajoran women are trying to steal Jake from Sisko, but Jake steadfastly keeps wearing his chocolate onesies.
He does. He will not don a baggy uniform. Those Bajoran women.
I love that.
That's all I have.
I think it's beautiful.
you.
And which villain was Fala most like?
I just feel like he's Zeus.
Yeah. And he kind of looks like Zeus.
Yeah, he's got Zeus vibes. And really just like in it to kind of fuck shit up.
He's just there to mess with people, just like
Yeah.
Zeus. Is Odo Athena?
Yes.
Desperately trying to help out Odysseus from the sidelines.
Yes.
Odo's definitely Athena.
Yeah.
Trying to keep
Agreed.
things together,
Agreed.
trying to help the poor humans. And Rowena is Hera because she's just serving some intense face.
We all know that was Hera's bit.
Yeah. That's all she did. She just like glared at Zeus the whole time. and carried around klon pigs. All right, so if you ever misunderestimated Move Along Home, it's actually an epic poem, the likes of which we haven't seen since Homer walked this earth.
Yeah, and you know what?
What?
I haven't even brought up Gilgamesh. But anyway, that's for next time, folks.
I had Gilgamesh in my notes for last week.
And we will again.
The original hero's journey. And I guess they really went on a hero's journey this week.
They did.
But they all made it out the other side. They all made it through that team weekend retreat.
Team
and
building
now,
exercise.
I think Kira is now ready to fall backwards into Dax and Sisko's arms.
Loving arms. And also Bashir is there.
She's not ready to fall into Bashir's arms ever.
Except in real life.
Yep, and they're going to smash and make a baby.
Come on, Nana.
Hey, Django.
Well, we don't have a weird thing with kids. Don't read into that.
Django's like 27 now. It's fine.
Yeah, all right. Fair game.
Yeah.
Once again, I'll say fair game on Django. Second time in this podcast, not the last.
All right. I think it's time for me to move along home.
No.
Weigh in with your hot takes on Move Along Home at deepspacewine_podcast on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And tell all your friends about our new feature, Prop Watch.
Prop Watch. The thing that nobody knew they needed.
But now we all can't live without.
That's it. I feel like if this episode were a dead horse, be assured we beat that. We beat it a lot. I kind of loved it.
I had a blast.
Come at me, haters, about this episode. Allama-wrong, motherfuckers, as Bruce Willis said in Die Hard.
Good night, everyone. We wish you happy rolls. May Odo's breath... May Odo's breath bring you the best rolls in life. And may you Allama-wrong with all your closest friends this year.
To everyone, one and all.
Fialo.
Bye.
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 God, I am drunk.